Hi everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Adventures, where it's good vibes 99% of the time. We just got done with a ridiculous, just for funsies kind of, cat race, and Yogala got into a double or nothing with a cat named Ahab and a fat man in black leather. It didn't go so well, and so Yogala, who was controlling... Therese. Sorry. Therese, who was... I'm slipping.
I'm dressed...
Need this coffee.
I'm disguised as a 45-year-old middle-aged fisherman named Franklin.
Layers.
Franklin James.
Things are weird right now.
As soon as you found out you lost, you and your familiar fake ZZ bolted out of the thing. Law, you are sleeping in a prison cell beneath the barracks awaiting trial.
Comfortably. Ready.
For justice.
Yeah, ready for justice.
Before anyone asks, I want to develop this storyline a little bit further. As you try to bolt...
Oh, no.
There are two men,
of course,
right by the door that stop you.
That makes sense.
And I say, the cat ran for it. I was just trying to catch the cat. Where is it? Here it is. All right, back in the ring, you. Come on, you little scamp.
What is this?
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
What?
It's the man clad in black leather.
He caught up fast.
Hello, friend. Here's your cat.
This is what he says. Clearly, you've never been in the cat ring before. We don't take kindly to those who bolt.
Well, the cat. That was the cat.
I don't want any excuses. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more race.
Okay.
I'll give you, if you win, I'll give you all of my winnings. And you can head out. But if I win, you're gonna give me your lives. You're gonna go. You're gonna belong to that man over there. And he points. Do you remember the mage that you saw?
The green cloak?
God.
That the Yogala said
God.
Yogala got into a confrontation with?
Yeah.
And there was a bickering match of who was the greatest wizard?
Yeah.
And he's keeping people in the dungeon and experimenting on them to try to save
Correct.
Stop the nightingale.
You're gonna belong to him if you lose.
Ben, why?
Belong
you maniac.
In what sense? I mean, is this guy like some kind of like freak? Like a sex maniac?
I don't ask questions. What he wants to do with you is none of my business.
Franklin, listen. Come here.
All right.
ZZ lost that race on purpose. This is what ZZ does. ZZ is a shark.
And just to be clear, if the cat wins, we get it back too, right?
You get the cat and the money.
How much money are we talking about here?
180 times 2 or
180 times 2.
360 gold.
360
gold.
60 gold. Yeah.
Make it 488 gold.
What?
I'll make it 700 gold.
Done deal. Here we go, ZZ.
You can buy a small house in this town.
Done deal.
But since I'm raising the stakes, you also have to give me more.
No, we're giving you our lives. Surely they're worth more than 800 gold.
Some filthy old man and a drunken old sailor. You have to give me all of your weapons, all of your belongings. You have to strip naked.
That could be a problem, but all right.
We'll do it.
All right.
Oh my god.
The final race.
Oh my god.
I don't have any.
Didn't I give you a point of inspiration?
No, I did. I'm just,
save it.
it's worked very well.
I think we learned though you can't stack inspiration. We can't like
Other people in the rules you can give other people their own points of inspiration. But you're only ever supposed to have one at a time ever.
But you have a point of inspiration.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
So does Kyle.
So does Kyle.
Brad
fails.
No, I have 0. Brad has 0.
All right. So we ready to do the final race?
Yeah.
I can't look at this. Oh my god.
I imagine there's like a sweaty guy in the corner just playing a little drum.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, 12!
12 versus 4!
In your face! I mean, a beautiful race. It's easy.
So what happens in this race versus the other one? How does ZZ act?
Oh, ZZ goes back to just trolloping through the track.
Is it like taunting almost? Is it like a gallop kind of like a?
I don't really.
It's a jaunty little strut.
Teresa's controlling ZZ.
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The ZZ controls itself.
Oh, okay.
I tell it what to do and it obeys my commands,
Sure.
but otherwise it acts on its own.
Smug little cat.
Okay.
So yeah, it runs through the thing, but yeah, in a little trotty gait.
Ahab was going to win, but stopped like an idiot cat and went the other direction.
Great. What happens is a small child. That's right, a small child. He's carrying 2 large sacks of coin. He plops it at your feet. The man in the black leather kneels down and he says, Yogala, and he places his hand on his breast. Everyone else in the room takes a knee.
Oh my
The
god.
guards at the door separate
You're the king of the cat races.
and allow you to leave.
I want to point at that other wizard and just say,
He's not bowing. He's the only one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should say.
"You see this? This is what I was talking about." Take my 2 sacks of gold and walk out.
With the leather on.
A question: are you
Yeah.
keeping all this gold for yourself?
My
then?
cat, my winnings.
I look forward to carrying this on our adventure.
How much gold was this?
700.
700 gold.
100 gold.
Great.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Well, I'm just gonna shell it right here.
I regret making you a cat.
Well done, ZZ. We'll buy you a great fish tomorrow after I make 100 gold at the court.
We're like in a what is it called? Whatever, an upswing.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
it have been a best of 3?
No.
It was best of 3.
Guess he won.
Ahab was in that first race.
Ahab won.
Yeah.
That's right. Perfect.
I want to
So
go
we
straight
go-
to that stable.
We
Yeah.
go to the stable and rest.
So you don't actually have time to rest because
Oh no.
dawn is breaking.
Oh my god.
We
I
stayed
knew
up
this
all
was
night.
Nicator,
Oh
It was
god.
worth
you
it.
know
It was
that
worth
dawn
it.
is breaking as well.
Payday.
Did Nicator rest?
I didn't stay at the pub all night.
Yeah, that's up to you. You can tell
No,
me.
I went back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm no fool.
So you're at the
That's
stables.
so funny.
You
That's
wake
so
up.
funny.
You
Yeah.
notice dawn is breaking.
Yeah.
People are gathering in the square, getting ready for the trial of the century. Does everyone head to the square, or what are
I
we doing?
guess.
I had to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Nicator, we had no luck last night. Afraid to say I'm penniless.
What are those 2 giant sacks you're carrying?
It's laundry.
You don't have laundry.
I have not. I had to buy.
I
new
hear
clothes.
the jingling. I go.
Well played, mate. Okay.
So, just a quick question, Yogala, are you just gonna drag these giant bags of coin to the trial?
For as long as I can.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's very crowded there.
Is there a bank?
I guess I can leave them at the stable.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just letting you know.
We don't have time for a bank.
Okay.
We gotta go. No,
Go to the bank.
I'll drag him.
Go to the bank. He's dragging it.
I'm dragging it.
Okay.
Bank's
2
not
bags.
open yet.
2 bags.
But I did have 110 on me before, so I guess that's in my satchel. And
Yeah.
so really, it's the 700 that's on my back.
Okay. Rich.
Wait, you
man.
actually had 110 this whole time?
Yeah.
He's a man of coin.
Yeah.
So you're walking around with 810 gold.
Yeah.
You liar!
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
You could buy an estate.
Yeah.
All our problems are over. If we retire.
I'm done.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Hanging it up.
You hear murmurs amongst the crowd as you approach the town square.
Oh my god.
You see Law chained to a post.
What is his expression? He's smiling.
Good evening.
Nodding to
Good
people
morning.
in the crowd.
How you doing?
Hello
So
there.
you just to be a little bit more explicit about how you're chained. Your arms are tied behind your back. Your
Nice.
feet are around the post. You're like
You're like this.
What kind of trial is this? This is unfair.
it's just.
I'm innocent until proven guilty.
You've proven that you can smash through.
I'm just letting you know how you're
prison
chained.
cell.
Chain up with the Baron
I
here.
refuse to be chained.
Too
You
late.
refuse to be chained.
You've been
Or I
chained.
asked, I say, hey, can you let me say my piece like an honorable man,
will
not
s-
bound in chains?
You will say your piece during the trial.
I give you my honor that if I'm found guilty, you can do what you like with my body.
The Baron speaks over you as if he didn't hear you. We are about to begin the trial of a dwarf named Law. First, we will present the evidence against him. Come forward, Gerald,
Ooh.
my strongest knight,
Oh no.
my loyal commander. Present your evidence.
This is the guy.
So the knight that you've run into many times,
Yes.
the leader, comes forward. He says, "Hail, honorable citizens." He speaks in a low, dull voice. Last night, our entire city was on the brink of chaos. I'm here to tell you it was caused by this dwarf. How do I know that? Because I'm the one that found him. Last night, he was in an alley by the gate, attempting to leave, when I caught him in the corner of my eye. He was in the middle of shape-shifting. He didn't see me. I came, and I tackled him. This is what I found on his person. At his feet, he pulls out a giant black sack, and he throws down what looks to be nightingale armor
Oh.
in the shape of a dwarf. That is not all I found. Look at this. And he drops a staff. At the tip of it is a red gem. It's the same staff that you saw the mage in the tavern wielding. This sorcerer, this conjurer of tricks, shape-shifted before murdering an innocent tailor named Jeremiah. But this is not the only account that I want you to hear today. Creature, step forth! You see a small kobold. A red kobold.
Your arms are tied. You can't wave.
Law, can I have you make a perception check? Actually, hold on. No, that's not what I want.
Okay.
What I want... I believe I want insight.
Whoa. That's getting crazy.
Very crazy.
is the one.
Be afraid, everyone.
Yeah.
If someone's lying.
I am
like this.
so nervous.
Our
right
lives
now.
are on the line.
This intrigue
Yeah.
at the court.
Ben Ware is
In the
too
town
intense.
square.
Yep.
Way too.
Been more ready to unleash his
Yeah.
wrath.
Yeah.
A legal drama.
I'm ready to hang.
All of his years of Phoenix Wright are going to come into play.
His Crichton instincts.
Crichton.
Okay.
Grisham.
Yes, I guess Grisham.
Yeah, Crichton was Jurassic Park.
His Grisham instincts.
Jonathan Grisham.
Pelican Brief.
Pelican Brief.
All right.
Movie.
The
I'm actually
Firm.
going to have you make an Arcana check. Don't tell me what it is right away.
Arcana
Just roll
check.
it, and then
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, good boy. It's okay. Nice.
Okay.
so
You don't want to know what it is?
no, not yet.
'Kay.
So Moof
Oh,
speaks.
sorry then.
Okay.
Moof speaks.
Noise.
Spoiler.
It's my poker tell.
Moose speaks,
play poker.
and the audience can't hear him. They're like all in an uproar because of what the knight is saying. But as they can tell, they can't hear Moof because he has such a quiet, meek voice. They start to simmer down, and eventually you can make out his words. And he says, "My name is Moof. This monster enslaved me. He used me as part of his subterfuge. He is an agent of the Nightingales. He was planning to cause chaos. The Nightingales will invade soon."
A single tear drops from Law's face.
What did you roll in that Arcana check?
17.
17. That's a good roll, and you passed the check. But I have a question for you in order
Yes.
to help me effectively narrate this. So, Law, you were on the run. You were framed,
Yes.
correct? What were your travels like? Did you encounter a lot of different types of people, a lot of different types of things?
For the original framing.
Yes.
Yes, I encountered halflings, fellow dwarfs, humans, and elves.
Is it fair to assume that you encountered some magic along your way? Not necessarily casting it, but others casting it and using it.
Yes, but never for combat purposes.
I see. So what sort of purposes?
Just like tricks, like lighting torches and like filling cups with liquids. Yeah.
So, and let me know if this is a stretch. You can tell that as Moof is speaking, it's like his words aren't his own. You're not sure what's going on, but you can sense his chi.
I can sense that he is not being truthful.
You can sense that he's not being truthful, but it goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
We've never heard.
He's being manipulated.
He
There
used
is-
the word like subterfuge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, someone
being
else is
manipulated.
talking
Yeah.
for him.
That was
And
done
it's,
intentionally.
it's fear.
Yep.
Yes.
I feel that he's scared.
Yes. So something is amiss with Moof. You don't. This is not. You get the sense that this is not his will being enacted.
Moof would never cross law. Yogala, maybe.
I always knew there was something like this about Moof.
Yeah, wait, are we here?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
here.
we're
You've
here.
heard all of
Alright,
this.
alright,
You've heard
alright.
everything.
You see all those fancy words he used? He was always deceiving us.
Can I?
made
I'm
us
close
slow.
enough. Can I talk into Moof's head?
You can attempt to talk in Moof's head.
Ooh.
Okay. I attempt
Sorry,
to.
Brad. You're making fun of us.
I attempt to speak into Moof's head, and I say, "Moof."
It is like it is shielded.
Huh.
Sick.
I say to them, I go, "Something's wrong with Moof. He's.
What do you mean?
I can't speak. I can't do that thing you hate. I can't talk to him.
What?
His mind is shielded. I don't think he's. Something is weird. Something is strange." And did we notice the staff from the wizard?
Yes.
And I go, "Yogala, isn't that? That's the same staff that wizard had. That was at the cat race,
It's kind of like that, yeah.
and he was in the tavern.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, so Moof is probably evil, like I always said from the beginning.
Or that wizard is in cahoots with the Baron."
I don't think that's a
I
fair
think he's
assumption to jump to.
Moof's a coward. He wouldn't do this.
I don't think he's smart enough to do this.
He ain't.
So the Baron speaks again.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Not only do we have the claim of a close traveling companion, or is that just an assumption on my part? Law, you said yourself you're a man of honor.
I am indeed.
I ask you a yes or no question. Has this creature traveled with you?
Oh, man.
Yes.
You heard it.
Oh.
Not only do we have confirmed report straight from the source that this creature traveled with the murderer, or the alleged murderer. But we also have physical items from the crime scene.
These are not my items.
Do we have anyone amongst you willing to testify against these claims? Step forward, or we will execute the dwarf.
Whoa, you're not even gonna let me say my piece, Baron?
When we...
What kind of trial is this?
If no evidence is presented, you are allowed to speak your piece and defend yourself. But we must let other third-party, neutral accounts speak
Let me try that
first.
armor on.
Oh no.
Let me try it on.
This doesn't.
Oh no.
Will you allow me that?
Unchain him!
Whoa. Okay.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Putting the armor on.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It fits.
Oh,
Is he being restrained right now?
No, he's not. But so when he is unchained, there are several guards
Around
kind
him.
of around him. They move in closer and draw their weapons. So they're threatening him, but you're not restrained.
Okay. I take the armor off.
Oh.
I say, well, I'm a monk. I don't wear armor.
That's the case.
Yeah.
That's his case.
Anyone else among you have words of defense?
oi!
Oh boy.
Step forward!
It's me walking.
Go ahead.
My lord. I know this dwarf. He is clumsy and a fool, but he is no murderer of innocents. I've had battles alongside him. He's in fact killed nightingales. And I've seen this man is innocent.
That is a bold claim. So you too are a companion.
Part-time.
Do you have any physical evidence to support that he is an honorable and true man?
Once, we were in a fight with some nightingales. And Locke took them down. And I was there. As he left them, man of the world, you see, I collect treasures. I took one of their weapons off their corpse. And here it is. I throw in the pile.
Do you hear gasps in the crowd?
This man is a hero, or dwarf is a hero. He would fight for all of you.
There are murmurs. You hear people whispering, "That's actually a nightingale weapon. How did he get it? That's incredible." The Baron says, "I see. How do we know that you are not in cahoots with this dwarf and that you yourself are not a nightingale?"
Do you honestly think I would get up here and put myself on the spot if I was a spy or a nightingale? You've got to be kidding me. If I was a nightingale, I'd be halfway across the world by now.
Your stupidity, Baron,
Law,
surprises me
not now.
every moment.
Law, not now.
Actions speak louder than your useless lies.
Baron, I'm sorry, he has quite a temper.
Come
He's
with
a good
me.
dwarf.
Come with me. We'll go hunt some nightingales right now.
We need another testimony. Can someone corroborate this man's information?
I believe I can, actually. I don't know. I walk up on the stage. I'm still Franklin, you know. I walk up on the stage. I don't know these men very well. We met, I don't know, a week ago. My ship came into port, and we were in the tavern. And I was speaking with them about, nightingales are a subject of conversation, obviously. And I was discussing with them the threat. And they were both very against nightingales. They told me that they had killed nightingales before, and actually, as proof, because I, like many of you in the audience today, well, I thought it was bullshit, frankly. I was like, there's no way that you have seen, let alone killed, a nightingale. No one even knows really what they look like. It's ridiculous, right? But then, yeah, see? But then this one here, and I turn away, and I take out the 4 finger bones of a nightingale that I had when I stole the finger bones of the, and I said, this one gave me these 4 bones, and he says they are from a nightingale. Now I am but a fisherman, but they don't look like any bones I have seen. And maybe someone can tell if, I don't know, but I present these as evidence that he had the bones of a nightingale, along with that weapon that they pilfered from a corpse. And I present that as, I set it on the ground by the stuff, as evidence that that they were telling the truth. Like I said, I don't know these men very well, but it did not seem like a lie after they presented me these bones. And they seem like upright folk, even if it was a lie.
I don't lie, Baron. Ask me anything. In fact, you know who lies? Your commander.
Oh, no.
Last night in the dungeons, that man right there wanted to pin everything on me. He's so stupid he said it out loud. I'm sure his other knights can attest to what I'm saying. Unless they're all in on it too, it would explain the chaos that your city is in. He said, you know, it'd be a lot easier if we pinned this murder on law.
Baron goes, you there. You've studied the anatomy of the nightingales. We've used that information to fight them during their sieges. Analyze these so-called finger bones, and let me know if this sailor is telling the truth. He looks at his commander. He says, what reason would he have to lie? He served me for years. I've fought with him side by side in battle, and he's defended me with honor. You spouting these crazy claims with no support. I hear none of the other men speaking up. It just seems...
Could be a number of things, Baron. Could be a wizard in his ear. It could be a gambling debt. Somebody could have his family hostage.
Well, hang on. An alternative. I am, again, but a poor fisherman. But in my travels, I meet a lot of people. And I've met with honorable guards like this. I have often seen them take the initiative in strange ways to uphold what they think is the peace. Perhaps he was just trying to find a way to honor you in a strange way. Keep the peace, as it were. You know, by fabricating a scapegoat for all this chaos, he would in fact be trying to help you. So, really, what we have here, if I'm understanding it, if my assumptions are correct, again, I don't really know any of these men, but perhaps we're all on the same side here.
The man who was sent to investigate the finger bones comes back, and he says, Sire, to the best of my ability, these do appear to be the bones of a nightingale.
That's right.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, that's right, Baron. Baron, why don't we just settle this once and for all? Why don't you send a messenger to Virion of the Gilded Dawn? He'll attest to who we are. Or are you so impatient you will kill anyone without a thought? Some bogus trial.
Oh my god. Lord, please.
Well, they just prove that some of the evidence is in your favor. Just shut up. This is going your way.
You're not helping.
Suddenly, Yogala takes the stage with his 2 sacks of gold coins. I know who did this. It was that fish monster named Kuro.
Wait, Yogala.
I'm certain of it. There's a fish monster living among us who did these murders. It's a good day.
All right, so, Baron, my liege.
Who's that
So,
weird old man?
You have corroborated evidence that your own, and a god who means well, a hot-tempered young man who clearly runs off at the mouth, and now apparently the story of a raving old wild, crazy old man. Clearly I think there's been a string of misunderstandings.
You with the large sacks.
Yeah,
This fish man.
yeah.
He was causing quite a stir.
Wait, the
When he first-
fishman's real?
The fishman is innocent.
When he arrived in town, there was a lot of concern.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Kuatoa walking upright and entering
This is what I'm
civilized
saying.
settlements very often.
Yeah.
But what evidence do you have to support your claims?
Law, hand me the eye patch.
Right.
You see, we was making ourselves an eye patch. Like anyone would. We put a portrait on it.
Right.
And when we arrived at that man who died, who was making the eye patch, he was very dead. And you might notice right here, Kuro's portrait is half finished. Now, it stands to reason that perhaps Kuro, being a fish monster, overreacted to some sort of thing that hurt his feelings and then proceeded to kill that man.
That
Case closed.
actually makes a weird kind of sense.
I won't believe it. Kuo is a good Kuatoa. Listen, I'm being honest here. I saw my friend Therese stab a man in an alleyway. It looked It looked like self-defense to me from where I was. He had every right. She had every right to defend herself. Now, someone must be playing mind games. Probably your guard. Knew that happened. Ransacked Jeremiah's shop and tried to pin the whole thing on me and my companions. Full disclosure, Baron, I don't lie.
Full disclosure.
I'm an honorable dwarf.
Full disclosure, I'm on.
I fight in my sleep.
You like us?
I fight in my sleep.
You're a fraud.
I don't lie.
The Baron says, clearly, we were not properly prepared for this trial. We will take a recess and hunt for the Fishman Guo and Therese, who I believe may still be at large in this city. And furthermore, before the Baron can say anything else,
Oh no.
you see a guard in the distance running the big circle of people. He's panting and wheezing, and he stops just outside of the circle. He puts his hands on his knees, and he says, "Sire! We're being attacked!"
Oh no.
And you hear a loud bang. Just one at first. And then in succession, bang, bang, bang! The Nightingales are here! Everyone starts panicking. The citizens start screaming. People start running to their homes, boarding up their windows and doors. It's chaos. The Baron is caught with his pants down. He says, "It pains me to do this, but leave the dwarf. We've got bigger things to worry about."
Yeah, Baron, why don't you go hide in your barracks? I'll take care of this. I charge off to the front gates.
You're chained up.
Don't
still.
think the Baron is going to hide. So you charge through the front gates
Yeah.
into whatever's out there.
Yeah.
Isn't he chained up still?
No, they
No,
don't.
they
don't
chained
chain.
up.
I run straight to the battle.
Took the armor off.
Yeah.
Okay, so Law is running straight ahead.
Yeah.
He just clearly wants to die. I'm gonna let him.
Standing my ground. Defending the city. Defend the gates.
Yogala, Nikator, what would you like to do in this situation?
I would like to inspect that staff that was plopped onto the stage.
Nice.
Yeah, I pick up my sword that I threw on there again.
Kyle, that was an excellent decision. Unfortunately, I have some bad news.
Oh no!
As you are going for the staff,
Yeah.
you see the mage. He appears again, picking up the staff.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
he's trying to do it discreetly,
Yeah.
and he walks toward the direction of the docks.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Before he leaves, he has this very, very brief conversation with the commanding officer that was implicating.
Ooh. Okay.
Can we hear it at all or no?
Just because everyone's screaming and
Yeah.
you're not right next to him,
Yeah.
you could use a spell or something that could maybe let you hear it, but
I ain't got no slots.
I think we need to find a boat out of this city.
We gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out of here.
Well,
This ain't our fight.
try to see what old mage is up to too.
What about Law though? He just ran off.
Well,
We
he does
busted
that.
him out of jail. And he walked right back into jail. We busted him out of this trial,
Yeah.
kind of, and he ran off into battle.
Unless he says Kobayashi, I'm not helping him.
Yeah.
You know
Law
what?
wants to die, that's Law's problem.
You're right. There's plenty
We
of
gotta
I need
get
to
the
get my
hell
life still.
out.
Yeah.
So long, mate.
Come along, ZZ.
You need some help carrying those.
No.
okay. So eventually, after a while, you head to the docks. You're looking for a ship, correct, to get out.
Yes.
I'm keeping my eyes open if I see that wizard again, but yeah,
Okay.
my main thing too
That's
is
fair.
just to leave.
So you reach the docks. Don't tell me what it is yet, but Yogala could, or not Yogala, Therese, can I have you roll a perception check?
Ooh.
So, all of the ships are pulling out of port. The battle has scared everyone. They're trying to leave in a hurry. There is one ship that was clearly just unloading all of its goods, getting ready to trade, is hurriedly throwing the crates and barrels back on the ship, and you can tell the men are kind of in a frenzied state. But that is the only ship that is still in the docks. The rest are either pulling out or are long gone.
Oi.
Shut up! I don't have time for this!
I have 5 gold.
I just look at him like, really?
Stick it up your ass! I've got to leave!
I'll give you 5 gold to let me on your boat.
We're trying to leave too, mate.
We gotta leave too.
We gotta get out of here.
We don't have time to deal with this. You're gonna have to do better than that.
We're experienced fishermen. We can help.
I have 6 gold.
Oh my god.
He doesn't say anything to you, and he turns, and he's clearly got the last.
Is
of
he the
crates.
only person there?
So there are other people on the
boat?
ship that
Yeah.
are like getting the sails ready and things like that, getting ready to ship off. But he's the only person still in the docks.
Is he just a fisherman?
He's just a fisherman.
Not the ones, obviously, that we.
No, they're not the same people.
I have my number whenever you need it. But
I actually need it right now. Good call.
should I tell you?
Yes, you should tell me.
19.
Okay. You see a glint in the distance. And you look, and you notice the mage is already leaving on another ship out into the open sea.
And I say to the fisherman, "All right, mate. You know where that ship's going?
I don't have anything to do with that ship.
Shit. How much would it cost for you to follow that ship?"
That ship could lead us to danger. You want me to put my life at risk? The life of the rest of the crew at risk? You're gonna be talking. We need at least 500 gold.
How about 400?
500 or no deal. Start off.
Yogala, give him 500 gold.
499 gold.
Sure, whatever.
Let's go.
You got a deal.
I'll give him 499 gold.
Says, listen, we don't have any more time. Get on this ship.
Sure.
Let's go.
So you guys are on the ship.
Uh-huh.
He's
my
going
God.
to show the money to the rest of the crew and convince them that
To follow it.
he also saw you take the money out of the sack,
Yeah.
and so he knows that you have more in there.
Lots more, yeah.
And he whispers to his other shipmates. He says, "Listen, maybe during this journey we can convince them to give us a little bit more." And so, with that sort of line of logic, he kind of convinces them that this is a good idea and can be very profitable for the rest of the ship. And you guys are just in the open sea, I guess.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
From where we're sailing out, like,
Yeah.
let's say this is the dock right here.
Yeah.
We're leaving here. Where is the gate where Law ran off to? Like, will we be able to see him as we're sailing away, or is he, like, completely over here?
So he's like on the opposite end of the city.
Okay,
He's
so,
gone.
like, over here.
He's gone.
He's like, yeah, we can't
Yeah.
see
Don't worry
okay.
about him, Brad.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I wanted to call him a fool while we're sailing away, but...
You can mutter it dramatically under your breath while you're leaning on the railing of the boat.
Yeah.
So,
fool.
Law, I'm going to cut to you.
Yeah.
You are charging toward the front gates of the city.
Yep.
What is your objective here?
To defend the gates.
Oh my god.
How do you intend to defend the gates?
Stand right there, ready.
You have a broken arm.
Yep. Fight with one hand.
Okay.
Don't forget the dart you had in your leg, too.
Yeah.
dart's gotta be
yeah,
on the leg
the
by
dart's
now.
fine, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a dart.
Just a dart.
Oh, you
that went through a
rested. I was
man's
like,
skull.
oh,
And I had a full rest.
Okay.
True.
Okay, full rest.
So, you are running toward the gate.
Which we still
And as I'm running, I'm saying, "On me! Defend the gates! Defend the city!"
I'm glad that we were able to tell such a compelling story about a dwarf with a mental illness.
Wait a minute. So, do you expect the men to
I would
form
hope
on you?
so. Their city is under attack.
Yes.
All right.
That is true.
Yeah.
No one forms on you. But that's okay. That's okay because when you get to the front gate, you're actually still quite a ways away from it. You notice that it's completely blasted open.
Whoa.
So we haven't had a talk about trolls yet in Tabletop Escapades, have we?
There
No.
was a troll cave we almost
So
went
wait,
to.
is
We were supposed
Damiani
to.
in
Yeah.
this game? Or
Oh boy.
I'm JK and Damiani's the sweetie pie.
So there have been in many fantasy universes, there have been many different types of trolls of all different sizes and abilities. Okay? In this world, much like in A Lord of the Rings, for example, trolls are bigger than ogres. They're in fact they're even bigger than they are in the Lord of the Rings universe. They're basically massive hulking creatures. Okay? The size of like war elephants. Okay? And what you see
An elephant. Sorry.
is you see two giant towering trolls. Okay? Riding them, commanding them from like this wooden like chair that is grafted into their skin.
Whoa.
You see nightingales in armor. Above them, floating on the left and right hand side of the gate, you see two mages
Whoa.
encased in arcane energy,
Oh god.
casting fire,
Run.
just
Run.
spewing it on the ground.
Run.
And you see a legion of orcs spilling through the gates. Black orcs.
So many guys.
Run.
You see
God.
the men of the barracks. What they're trying to do is they're trying to form some sort of. They're trying to form a line. Basically, they're trying to prevent them from getting further into the city. But the trolls are making it very difficult. They're just smashing through their defenses. The town of Heathersburg does have a few siege weapons, which they are trying to prepare. But it's clear that the orcs are charging toward these catapults, trying to even stop the men from getting them ready.
Okay.
It's a war zone.
Where is the first siege weapon, and what is around it?
So,
Whoa.
Whoa. Shots fired, dude. War zone.
The hell was
What
that?
the hell?
What the hell was that?
Backfire?
It definitely wasn't a gun.
Yeah, guns don't
It
really
wasn't a
sound like
gun.
that.
Yeah.
But then a siren goes off
Yeah.
immediately
It
outside.
sounded like
That's
a,
It sounded like a little firecracker.
or yeah,
Yeah,
like an
M80.
M80 or a.
4th of July
engine
is coming
backfiring.
up. So it's probably pre-fireworks.
Those rascals.
Sorry for that interruption, everyone.
Anyway.
Good lord.
Anywho,
Warzone.
Yeah,
That
Warzone.
was
It was
intense.
good timing.
Yeah.
So, you're at the north end of the wall.
Okay.
The catapults are at the east and the west end. So imagine you have a circle. At the northern point, you have the gate that is now smashed open. The eastern and western points, the apexes of the circle here, you have the catapults, and they're trying to be wheeled a little bit closer up, so it's like northwest and northeast, so they can gain a good point to shoot into the swarming enemy army. So they're trying to wheel forward these catapults.
I'm going to the northwest catapult to
So
help defend it.
basically, a map would actually be helpful here. You have a stream of orcs coming in, and they're kind of splitting, so it's a straight stream, and they're splitting, trying to go to each catapult.
Yeah.
Are you, like, staying... You trying to, like, cut in front of them?
No, I want to avoid all contact and try to get to the catapult.
Are you trying to get there before the orcs get there?
Yes.
So that means cut in front of them.
I guess, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Do I draw it or something?
No, it's all right. We got it now.
Alright.
yeah. I do...
I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
Okay.
It is going to be tough.
I do have unarmored movement.
Okay?
Your speed increases by 10 feet when you're not wearing armor.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
hey man.
So I'm going to give you an advantage on this roll.
cool.
I don't know if you're proficient in it as well. Make sure you get all those bonuses and stuff in check.
Okay. It's 13.
Okay?
Let's hope for roll number 2. Nice.
19.
Okay. With a great swiftness, you dart off toward the catapult. You're cutting through the wind like butter. You see a small handful of men pushing the catapult toward the northern end. One of them starts freaking out. He says, We're gonna die! What are we doing? This is suicide!
You're dead either way, mate! Push!
Mate.
Push the catapult!
Can I have you make a charisma check?
6.
He just screams and runs away.
Oh no.
You see the other men stop pushing,
Oh god.
sweat dripping down their face. You can tell the strength is leaving their bodies. They're losing motivation.
Man, you were born for this moment! Let's take those nightingales with us to hell! All the ships are gone, there's no getting out! Let's defend this city with our last dying breath! And make this world a better place.
Can I have you make another charisma check?
15. My charisma's -1.
The men say, I don't know who you are, but I spent my life defending this city, and I'm not gonna stop now. Get over here and help us push.
Push! Push!
You go with them and you help them push.
Yeah.
So you push. You can tell the orcs are getting close. They might reach you before you get to your desired
Can I
destination.
survey for any kind of like rocks I can like push in front of them or any kind of traps or environmental usage to kind of better my odds and slow them down?
So you have like the wall that's defending the city to your left hand side. It's very close to you because this catapult was next to the wall. And then you've kind of got like a bit of a field for a while, and then you have buildings. You have the buildings of the city, There are a few rocks and trees in the field between the city and the catapult, but there's not like a mountain or anything. That's kind of what you have available to you.
There are rocks, loose rocks, or no?
They're like boulders in the field.
Is there enough of an incline to like push the rock down?
It is.
Or no?
It is flat.
It's flat. Okay, so there's nothing.
I mean, there are things you could try,
Okay.
but I don't know if any of them are great options.
They're approaching quickly.
Yeah, they're approaching quickly.
I'm pushing.
You're
it.
just gonna push? You're gonna let them come?
Let them come.
You gotta fight him with this catapult.
How many are barreling down on us right now? Give me a raw number.
I would say about 50 orcs.
50! Okay, is the catapult loaded?
Yes.
Okay. Fire. We gotta fire. We're gonna try to fire on the encroaching orcs.
Okay, so
We gotta buy time! We gotta deal with these orcs! Fire!
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the way that the catapult would work is like they're already pretty close to you, and so the catapult wouldn't hit like the front tip of the swarming orcs. It would like hit the back, and it would staunch the flow a little bit, but it wouldn't get rid of all of the orcs.
Staunch the flow, deal with the ones that get through. How many soldiers do I have?
You've got about 13 men.
13. Okay,
Yeah.
that's more than I thought. All right, let's launch this sucker. Yeah.
So they stop, and they say, "Prepare to fire!" And it takes a little bit to stop and fully lock the catapult in place. It is loaded. They fire.
Ooh, come on.
What does the catapult launch?
So, what it is it's essentially a giant ball of flame
Yes.
Cool.
because
Yes.
Outstanding.
it is made from just all sorts of miscellaneous pieces of wood that has kind of been crafted into a very like a almost a perfect sphere. The people who've done this use it, and they ignite it before they launch it. It lights on fire and it burns. And so the idea is it's burning well enough that it stays aflame, and then it crashes and separates and spreads the fire on whatever it lands on. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it
So-
does. Flame!
The thing is, the fire could also spread. If it hits the ground inside the city, the fire could spread in such a way that the field that I was talking about could light on fire. And
At this point, the city is like near lost.
Sure.
We just need a good roll.
Yeah.
sure.
Give me that roll.
Yeah,
Huber,
give
would
me
you
that
like to
roll.
roll for the catapult?
Sure.
Come on, man. Nat 20.
Come on.
You had 20.
9.
Oh boy.
I'm going to offer a suggestion.
Okay.
I'm probably overstepping my bounds here. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, I do believe you have a point of inspiration.
Not giving it
Okay.
up.
Is that
Okay.
allowed? I think you have to do it before the roll, right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think you're right. You do have to do it before the roll.
Because I thought about it, I was like, oh, but he just rolled it, so.
Whoops.
Take it. I'll take that 9.
You do have to do it before
Actually,
the
it's
roll.
before you tell us what happens in
It's
the
fine.
rules.
It's
but I
fine.
don't know what the rule is about gifting it. You have to use your own inspiration before you say the outcome. That's the actual rule.
Got it.
But I don't know about gifting it.
Got it.
Okay.
But we're on a boat. We don't know what Law's doing.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's
Just-
by player.
Yeah.
Showing that ocean
All right.
breeze.
So you launch the catapult.
Mm-hmm.
There's a flaming ball in the sky, like a meteor, ready to crash and destroy everything around it. Unfortunately, you're a little bit closer than you thought. It shoots far, and it doesn't hit the first wave of orcs that are already on their way to you. But there's a second wave coming in
Perfect.
of orcs, and it hits them right at the front of the gate.
Nice.
And it creates a wall of fire, and they're stopped. So that second wave of orcs is trying to figure out how to get beyond this first wall of flame.
50v12, let's
Yeah.
go.
The flow is stopped!
Well, the 50 orcs are still coming your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here and now! If we beat these orcs, we take the city! Every one of you fight to the death!
Now keep in mind, there's like another 50 orcs going to the other catapult.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
So,
Reload!
the way that this is working, as far as like reloading goes, for those of you that are curious, there's another. So I said you had 13 men. There's like 3 men that are carrying this large cart that has. They have 3 of these wooden balls.
Okay.
So you get 3 shots with it. In addition to the one that was already loaded. So 4 shots total. Now there's a troll behind the 50 orcs that is like slowly lumbering its way towards you as well.
With a mage shooting fire on its back.
2 mages.
So the mages are actually not there anymore.
Oh.
They've
Oh.
gone.
Okay.
Oh.
They disappeared. You don't know why. You don't know what happened.
Lost in the shuffle.
Something.
From my point of view.
They're gone.
Okay.
You don't see them. The fire that is descending from the mages is no longer there.
Okay.
Okay. But the orcs are barreling down on you. They're close. They'll be here within seconds.
You men, reload, aim for the troll. Everyone else, create a line behind me.
So you want them to form like a shield wall,
Yes.
and you're going to be in front of all of that?
Do they have, they have shields? Like
They
legit?
have shields,
Okay.
yeah.
Shield wall.
Okay.
I'll be behind the shield.
Okay. So do you just want it to be like a line?
To guard the catapult from the orcs?
Yeah, guard the catapult.
Okay.
Guarding the catapult.
You hear a loud roar. The orcs are brandishing crude axes. You can tell some of them already have blood dripping from their mouths.
Jesus.
Will Law survive
Oh man.
this encounter?
Oh my god.
What will happen to Therese, Yogala, and Nikator?
I'm hoping you guys can like stop the mage and that'll
Out on the
stop the
sea.
attack.
No.
He might be against the Nightingales, we're not sure.
Find out next time on Tabletop Escapades.